One day, without warning, you will look back at this exact season in your life and realize you were living it right now. The question is, were you loving it, or were you just trying to get through it? I am 87 years old, and if there's one thing I know for certain, it is this. The days that you think are ordinary are the ones you will someday miss the most. Love it or lose it. Hello and welcome. Thank you again for stopping by for a little bit of a conversation today. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with me for a few minutes. I have been, the older I get, and I don't know whether it's just because of my age or because I'm getting smarter as I get older, but I have been thinking so much about something that actually just sounds so simple, and yet it also sounds like a slogan. Love it or lose it. Just as simple as that, isn't it? But the older I get, and I have lived quite a few years to really put some muscle behind this thought, is that if you do not appreciate your life now, if you are so distracted by resentment, routine, oh, someday, if you are held back by waiting, you're going to lose an awful lot. I know that sounds ginormous, doesn't it? But it is absolutely the truth. You know, years ago, my son, Emerson Hart, wrote a song, and it was titled, Waiting for the Light to Change. But those lyrics are so profound and so appropriate today for the Gen Zers and for all of us over 50. And I'm going to quote those lyrics for you right now. Life is good, life is grand when you're sitting on top of the world. Life is good when it's in your hands and nobody can change your world. All of my prized possessions that I thought I needed so dragged me down with the heaviness they tow. Always searching for a love that is in bloom. It's a warm and soft embrace, hoping you'll never be lonely again. It's a fact that I just can't face. I'm just waiting for the light to change. I'm just waiting for the light to change. I'm just waiting for the light to change. I'm just waiting. And believe it or not, I see this is happening at every age. And it is so true. If you don't love your life right now, you will slowly, inch by inch, day by day, and without your even knowing, you'll wake up one day and you'll lose your purpose. You will lose your life. Just like anything in life, if you do not nurture it, it withers up and dies. And I get comments all the time. who are waiting to retire. They're waiting for the house to be quieter. They're waiting for those extra pounds to drop magically away from them. They are waiting for something to change. And I see Gen Zers also doing the same thing in their own way. And they are waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel discovered, waiting to make more money. The Gen Zers are waiting to be someone. If we only knew when we were younger, and I'm guilty of this as well, so I'm not talking about something and setting myself aside like, oh, but I was so smart and I was so different. I wasn't. I wasn't at all. And now I realize that no matter where you are in your life, no matter how old or young you are, this is the season. This is the season right now. This is the life that you have to cherish and take care of. And here is the honest truth. If you do not love it where you are, you will lose it. There's no doubt about it. And I have never seen it fail. Those people that I have known in my life who are grouching and grumpy, they don't do anything to improve their life. They just sit back and complain and say, oh, tomorrow I'll wait and work this thing out. And in the meantime, the day that they are living, they cannot find one positive thing that will keep them going. They can't find one positive thing that is making their life good today. No matter whatever stuff is going on around you, the waves are hitting, the static is beating your brain. There is one thing in your life that you can say, I love it. I love my life and I don't want to lose it. So I am going to live it now. Just like anything. If you don't take care of your body, it's going to fall apart. If you don't take care of your health, you're going to get sick. And if you don't think positive and believe that there is something out there that is good, and you don't appreciate where you are right now, no matter what other stuff is going on in your life, nobody has a perfect life. Heaven knows I don't. Sometimes I wake up and I get phone calls and I get troubles and I get people bombarding me, and in my own life, I get things that I don't like. And I don't sit down and say, woe is me, at least not for very long. And then I have to think in my head, oh, I'm still here. And I can face this and I can fight this. But by golly, I am going to nurture and love the fact that I have life and that I am here right now. And I'm going to love it. I'm going to love my purpose, even though it may be teeny, teeny, tiny, a little seed of, like the Bible says, a little mustard seed. But I'm going to find that tiny little mustard seed and I'm going to say, oh, I love it. Because by golly, I have so much to live for. I have so much to be happy about. And I do not want to lose it. And it's honestly truthful. If you are older like me and you can look back on your life, even if you're younger, things that have happened to you in your life, if you have never appreciated it and you don't appreciate it, guess what? You will lose it. And this is a fact. You can't deny it. When I personally look back on my life, there are things that I absolutely did not appreciate. I didn't appreciate my energy, my busyness, even the chaos in my life with my schizophrenic husband, late schizophrenic husband, and the kids running around making noise, and I was trying to take on all of these burdens of being a single parent. I honestly sometimes was so overwhelmed that I didn't just sit down and appreciate the fact that I was strong and I had the ability to conquer all of these things that were being piled on my head. Those years I absolutely wasted when I look back. And I think, I should have been more grateful. I should have been happier. But should have, would have, could have is not going to change things. But thank heavens, I was given the wisdom to understand that everything that had happened to me in my life was leading me in another direction. So therefore, I appreciate every event in my life. I appreciate everything that happened to me because it has made me who I am today. And I have learned to love it because I definitely don't want to lose it. And I realize that sometimes when you're in it, I'm not a Pollyanna, I know you're just reaching out and saying, oh, just give me some relief. But believe it or not, one day that relief will come if you love your life. Just one little mustard seed of it. Love your body now, not when it changes. Love your life now, not when it changes, because you do not know whether the now today is all you're going to have. So I want you right now to sit back, look around you, and love your life, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Love your life right now, because you definitely don't want to lose everything you have. And someday you're going to look back at yourself at whatever age you are now and say, oh, I was pretty strong. I was pretty smart. Didn't I look great? Wasn't I lucky? Wasn't I doing all of the right things? By appreciating each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am quite passionate about this because I know the world is kind of crazy out there. And it's hard to wake up, and I don't even want to watch the news. I don't want to listen to it because I want to find something in my life that's not stressful. I want to appreciate what I have right now in life, and I want you to appreciate your life no matter what's going on around you, no matter what kind of challenges you are facing. You have to love your life and say, thank you for at least one thing in your life, because you definitely don't want to lose all of the good things in your life. People who love you, the beautiful sunshine outside of your window, the rain that nurtures the flowers. One thing in life, and right now I'm filming and my window is open and I have a bougainvillea outside of my French doors here, and I can see tiny little sparrows on my bougainvillea, and they're popping around, and they're so cute. So thank you for those beautiful little sparrows that come and visit once in a while to me. Thank you again for being here, and please take this to heart and think about it, no matter what's going on in your life. And if you are feeling lonely and helpless, please know that you are never alone, because you have this wonderful community that is supportive and loving, and you have a higher power who is always guiding and looking out for you. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video with another conversation. Take care and know that you are truly, truly loved.